guys, what's up? It's Lindsay and welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you another what I eat in a week because I've gathered up quite a few new recipes that I really love and wanted to share with you, so I hope you all enjoy it. I also just wanted to say that if you're new here and you don't know much about me, I am plant-based for the planet and the animals. I have a Q&A on it if you want to learn more about that. I am gluten-free because of my autoimmune condition, but I do slip up every once in a while, and in general, I am an intuitive eater that is against diet culture and just eats what I want when I want to in moderation and without judgment. But I know food can still be a sensitive subject for people, so I just wanted that to be clear that I am here for you and however you like to eat, just to help and share recipes that I like. Without further ado, we are going to get on to the first day of the week, which was Monday. This morning, I just made a chai latte the way I usually do. I'll link the concentrate I use in the description box. I literally have one with me right now. And then for breakfast, I had my go-to avocado toast with everything but the bagel seasoning. For lunch on this day, I actually recreated a salad recipe that I just shared in a what I eat in a day. It has roasted sweet potatoes with paprika, salt and pepper, roasted chickpeas with za'atar I used this time, kale, red onions, and a really good dressing made with spicy brown mustard, olive oil, tahini, and lemon juice, I believe. It's really tasty. That's why I made it again, even though I featured it before. Then I had a few of these Partake chocolate chip cookies, which I got at Trader Joe's. They are pretty much like vegan, gluten-free Chips Ahoy cookies. And then for dinner, I made a peanut noodle stir fry with a peanut sauce made with peanut butter, maple syrup, soy sauce, chili garlic sauce, sriracha, and lime juice. And I actually prepped all of my vegetables and the sauce earlier in the day so that when it came to dinner time, it was a lot faster. Highly recommend that if you were a busy person. So then when it was dinner time, all I had to do was saute my vegetables in some sesame oil, add in the cooked rice noodles, the sauce, and of course I made some tofu on the side because I love baked tofu. This was so good. I highly recommend it. On Tuesday, I wanted a breakfast burrito, so I made some tofu scramble with the leftover half block of tofu from the night before. I added some spinach and a ton of seasonings. I'll put them in the description box, along with some cilantro, and then I just piled that into a tortilla that I melted some vegan cheese on, and some avocado, and of course a crispy hash brown. Topped it with some hot sauce, and as you can see, my tortillas are just like slightly too small for a burrito, but I made it work. It was still tasty. Then I made a chai latte a little bit later in the morning. For lunch, I had some homemade tomato soup that I made over the weekend. It's super easy. I will put the recipe in the description box because you can make so much soup for like no money at all. For dinner, I just had my leftover peanut noodles and a snack of popcorn later in the evening because I had my dinner really early. You know how that happens. Wednesday morning, I had some avocado toast with a side of leftover tofu scramble. That is something I love about tofu scramble. It reheats so well. You can make a huge batch and eat it throughout the week. It's not like scrambled eggs. That would be really gross. I also had a Health-Ade ginger and lemon kombucha, which might be my favorite. I know I say that a lot, but it's my current favorite. I've been drinking it a lot. For lunch, I had my loaded kale salad leftovers, and then for dinner, my boyfriend was coming over, so I thought I would try something kind of an appetizer, and I used Sophia Rose's recipe for crispy cannellini beans, which is basically just cannellini beans, olive oil, some chili, and a ton of garlic, and you just crisp it up in the oven, and you will just want to eat it by the handful. It's so delicious, very random, but I loved that. Then I also roasted some veggies and made some gluten-free fusilli pasta with some spinach and vegan pesto. It's a very classic meal. I feel like I'm always making pasta for my boyfriend in these videos, but you know, it's a crowd pleaser. Thursday morning, I had a gluten-free bagel with avocado. We switched it up today. And I also drank the rest of the kombucha I started yesterday since it is very strong. It usually takes me a few days to finish it. Then for lunch, I made a bowl with buffalo cauliflower. I've made this so many times. It's one of my favorite recipes, along with some fried tofu that I actually fried in a pan instead of the oven because I was using the oven for the cauliflower, but I do it the same way as I bake tofu. I just coat it in some cornstarch and pan fry it in a neutral oil. And I also sauteed some bok choy in sesame oil and a few cloves of garlic, just, you know, to lightly wilt it a little bit and add some green to the bowl. Here's me assembling the bowl, and when I posted this photo on my Instagram story, a lot of people asked what it was. So here's the recipe. So easy, and you can really throw any vegetable you want in it. For dinner, I wanted to repurpose that buffalo cauliflower into some quesadillas, but unfortunately I was out of refried beans, and I really love refried beans in my quesadillas. If you've seen that meme of like the person just eating refried beans in a tortilla, that's me. So I kind of DIY'd some refried beans with a can of black beans, some onion, garlic, cumin, cooked it down with some veggie broth, mashed it up, and you know what? It definitely worked for what I needed it for. I'm also using shredded Violife cheese and Mission gluten-free tortillas. They are superior. There you have it. This has been a long-term favorite late night meal of mine. I've eaten it many times. And now this next day we are going to pretend is Friday, but I actually filmed for 4 days and then thought this video was over. I counted wrong. So I believe this was Monday, but for breakfast, I got a vegan breakfast burrito from Groundwork. It has soy rizo, potatoes, avocado. I get this all the time. And I also had a vanilla latte. And then for lunch, I kind of had 2 large snacks because my breakfast was really big. I had some potato salad from a picnic that I had, and then I also had some hummus and tapenade and crackers, another delicious snack. And then for dinner, I made a mushroom lentil Bolognese, which ended up being one of my favorite recipes from this video. And I basically just took my regular red sauce recipe and added in about a half cup of green lentils and 8 ounces of mushrooms. I always saute my mushrooms in batches if I'm sauteing a lot of them, because if you put them all in the pan at once, they will steam and not get like that nice caramelized flavor and just like texture. So that's what I did, and then just kept them all to the side while I made the rest of the red sauce. I just sauteed a half of an onion in some olive oil, added in about 3 or 4 cloves of garlic, then a can of whole peeled plum tomatoes, mashed it together a little bit just to help with the texture. Then I added in the lentils, some sugar, some salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, and Italian seasoning. Also add in about a cup of water to help the lentils cook. Then you pretty much just cook it for 30 minutes or more until the lentils are done. Add in your mushrooms, add in your spaghetti, and you are done. I just topped it with a little bit of basil for some flair for the thumbnail, but you know, optional. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you aren't already, and let me know in the comments what you've been eating lately and any recipes you want me to try out. And I will see you all with some new content very soon. Bye guys!